Hello everybody, and welcome back to Val Feeds the City Construction Challenge Beast. Today we're going to get working on the City Hall in earnest, but first I wanted to show you that I did get the forestry farm set up, the tree farm. It's basically the smallest configuration possible, but it's definitely working. We're just doing regular oak trees. Come on down here, you can see I've got it basically sticking out one block above the ground, the rest of the structures in the ground, and then down here below. I've started digging access tunnels to neighboring farms I'll set up. We got the fluid duct providing water, our leadstone energy conduits over here with our charged energy cell powering it, and then of course some basic opaque item ducts outputting all of our storage for now. So I just got a really basic setup going, for now. I was going to do this one as an input to refill it with fertilizer. Right now I'm just going to kind of manually do this to keep track of these until my energy production and things, start ramping up some more. But for now it's just some basic automation, get me some wood while I'm spending my time doing other things. But today we're going to definitely get working on the City Hall. I've got plenty of resources ready to go. So it's really just a matter of building. We're going to kind of go with the same layout of the previous town hall, just bigger. Following the color scheme of things, more finalized. It'll just be more extravagant. That's kind of my plan here. As you can see on the map, it's basically just a big plus sign. The main building will be this long length here, and then we'll have outcroppings on the sides. And yeah, I think that's going to do it. Let me get started. We want to get the framing in first, and then we'll go from there and filling in the floors, the outer walls, and doing the interiors, kind of like I've always done on my buildings. Let me get working here, and we'll set up some of the basic frames, and I'll be back. Alright, first stage is complete. I've got all the pillars in. This is following my standard kind of layout that I've been doing here, with 3 spaces in between, having the overhangs for the logs to lay upon, and then in the bottom sections, of course, I can do bottom stairs like this to frame an inner wall with a different material, and then this would be perfect for a windowsill to sit right in the middle. Likewise, all the way around, and it works out perfectly like this because of how I did the spacing, the line segment lengths, following those golden architectural numbers. And as you can see here, now I'll just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the middle we got 1, 2, 3. It's perfect. I always use dirt here since this top block will be hidden, so there's no use wasting a stone block. Even though I've got pretty good resources now, 2, 3, and then 4. There's no reason to be wasteful. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to move on to the next stage and lay in the frames, the wooden beams anyway, and then the outline, the roof outline, kind of like that, to get a good shape of what this whole thing is going to look like. And I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, here we are. Now I've got the wooden framing in and the roof outline. Let's take a little look. Because of the way I've made the outline, all the sides are equal in size. It's a big, square. All the roof sections are the same. You can even see that on the map when you come in look at it. It's all still filling in. Okay, but regardless here, you can see that each corner is exactly the same. I was kind of trying to think that maybe this would be the main section. I would connect these ones along here, but I don't know. It's exactly the same. There is a very much a center point, but I kind of like it. To be honest, it is the center of the town, right? So it makes sense kind of that it's you could go and I may not have doors on all the sides, like I did before, but there could be a door here, could be a door here. I mean, there could be a door on all 4 sides, right? Maybe that's a good idea. Not too sure. But that kind of gives you an idea of how big it's going to be. Pretty large. Let's take a little run around through the market here. See these other buildings. It'll sit atop the hill here impressively. And that's kind of why I like building this way. You know, not necessarily filling in the whole bottom or anything first. I like getting to this point where I can get a good outline of the whole building and see how it fits in with everything else. And in this case, I think this is going to be kind of perfect. Oh, there's... Maybe that was some kind of a monster, or like a cave sound. Or this looks like it's almost out of power here. We're still running. Plenty of fertilizer. I got all my extra fertilizer and saplings in here. How are we doing over here? Excellent. Okay. Well, I'm going to get working some more. I think the next thing I'm going to do is kind of fill in the rest of the oak pieces. And then maybe start filling in the first floor walls and doing the flooring. Yeah, we'll try to get a good portion of this done this episode. At least I want to show you where all the windows are going to be, how all the divisions are going to be. You know, start filling it out. And then maybe we'll have some windows up here. You know, we'll see. Alright, I'll be back in just a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I've started laying out the inner wall on the first floor and the wool on the second floor. And I got all the framing in here, so there's definitely going to be 3 stories to this. Let's go down and take a look on the inside. I got the floor laid in, all spruce slabs on the bottom, full blocks up here because that's just kind of how it's going to end up having to be. Things get filled in along this line right here where the horizontal log supports are. That's where the floor line is. So the second floor here, you can see we got all of our sections of windows, and I've already kind of got everything ready to fill in the wool here. The wool will fill in this space here. That's why there's 2 sets of logs where there's every section. I don't have any wool on me at the moment, or maybe in here. There's some wool. So you can see it'll just fill in this area like so. That gives it some depth, so it's inset from the wall like so. So you're looking on the outside, and I really like that. And then like this back section here will just be filled in like so. And then of course I'm using dirt in the area that I know will be fully covered like that. There we go, windows all the way around. Do the same thing over here as well while we're right here. Okay, so also from that, I got the 3rd level kind of figured out as well. It's going to be the same thing, just one little window set here. And then I'll extend this log as well. So just like how that one is, get more logs like so. There we go. Okay, so I gotta finish filling in the floor, the 3rd level floor, finish putting all the wool in up here, and then start laying in the roof. Now, as like I said, because of this extra overhang and how I'm having this other material inset 1 block from the outside, I had to actually move my staircase over 1 block and in 1 block. So it comes down here, instead of a 2x2 platform, there's just a 1x1 corner platform now. But that's okay, it comes back on down. I just hooked it up the same, like so. But I just had to just shrink this little staircase a little bit. And there we go. And our entryways are 1x1, or 2x1, like so. Alright, I'm going to keep on working. I think I got enough time this episode to finish off all this exterior work, and then maybe the third part of this series will be the interior work. Alright, let me be back in just a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. Take a look at the final finished exterior for our City Hall. It looks very similar to, of course, all the rest of our Tier 3 buildings. The mansion, the inn and tavern, and that's exactly what I wanted. Have the cobble down here instead of the wood, and its general shape is what's differentiating it. At the very center, I did kind of make a stair and then fence post thing for like a flagpole, and I think I will make like a wool flag here a little later, figure something like that out. But as you can see, I got all four sides done, the roof filled in. Let's go take a look on the inside, see how big the space looks. Here we go, first floor, we got the stone and the wood contrast. I really like that. And the first floor is 4 blocks high. The second floor is only 3 blocks high, where it's more offices, that kind of thing. But here, this room is supposed to feel a little bit more open. I'm considering even opening up this front section here, this front little 3x4, on top of where I have the scaffolding here, to make like an overhang to denote more clearly that this is the entrance. Kind of like a porch thing, maybe some pillars or something. And it's kind of what I'm thinking. But for now, this is what we've got, the basic building. I will section it off where we have this area here and make these little areas separate rooms, just like we did before. We still have our entry down to the treasury, and I did kind of keep this little open feel in this front area, and I may put a fence up there just like we had before. I might even bring it back another block so that there's nothing here, and then like if I were to take this out and put the fence along here. Not exactly sure yet. We'll see kind of how it feels. Second floor, same layout, same square footage, just a little smaller roof. And instead of the stone, we've got the wool and wood pattern. And in this corner here, I think I'm going to fill it probably with logs or a piece of wool. Probably a piece of wool to break up all the wood log there. And then finally the staircase up to the third floor, which of course has smaller footprint because of our corners, the roof, but we'll still be able to have some extra rooms up here that we didn't have in the first city hall, or the first town hall, because it was only 2 stories. Now we got a nice third story. And here in the center where I've got that thing, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here. We'll probably at least have, you know, something there. But that's it. I think that's going to do it for me this episode. We have the entire exterior construction complete. Next time we'll worry about doing interior wall divisions, doing some decoration. I got tons of decor sitting around here. This is all the stuff from the previous town hall. We'll put all that stuff back in, the town map, the to-do list, all that stuff will go in here, as well as lots of other little things. The armory, temporary library, bank, food bank, all that kind of stuff we had before. We'll put it all back in here. Licensing office, you name it. But we'll do that next time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later.